smile so bright with eyes like these diamonds. Caution, I know I should have known. Right now you're not alone. I don't wanna get in trouble. See where you stand. I don't wanna see you crumble. To recall what we meant. All the words you never said. All the questions in my head. 'Cause you're trouble, yeah. Yeah, you're trouble. Yeah, you're trouble. 'Cause you're trouble. Yeah, you're trouble. Running. Everyone says that I should get going, start running. But how am I supposed to run when I'm falling? I don't wanna get in trouble. See where you stand. I don't wanna see you crumble. To recall what we meant. All the words you never said. All the questions in my head. 'Cause you're trouble, yeah. Yeah, you're trouble. Yeah, you're trouble. 'Cause you're trouble. Yeah, you're trouble. Yeah, you're trouble, trouble, trouble. Yeah, you're trouble. 'Cause you're trouble, trouble, trouble. Yeah, you're trouble. I don't wanna get in trouble. To see where you stand, I don't wanna see you crumble. To recall what we meant, all the words you never said.
Alrighty, we're back again. It seems like for another fun episode of City Skylines 2. So we'll just see what happens. I do have a couple of things planned that I would like to take care of this episode, if you know that's what you want to call them. I've done a lot of work since the last time I streamed. So we'll kind of go over those changes as we do the stream. So let's get going. One of the things that I have changed since the last time I did a stream was added a lot more housing down here in Blackwood Grove. No, I can't remember the last time I streamed. Maybe 3 weeks ago, 2, 3, maybe a month ago. It's been a while. It's been a little bit of time that it has been. So I did add some more services down here, which is why I'm, still losing a ton of money every hour. 7 years. That sounds about right. Sounds about the last time I did a stream. I don't know, maybe 5 years ago. I don't think it's been 7 years. seems like it's been 7 years. But yeah, after I get home from work, I tell myself that I'm gonna get on and I'm gonna stream, and that never seems to happen lately. And I'm hoping that's gonna change eventually, because I miss streaming, I miss hanging out with everybody. All the viewers, all the members, so that'll change, I'm hoping. Yeah, so I did add a whole bunch of services down here. Got a firehouse, police station. Yeah, I know, Maywood. I know. We have some death care or hospital care down here. We have buses. We have maintenance, park maintenance down here. I still don't like people walking across the street, walking on the highways. So got a little path letting workers go from one side of the district down to the other. I know, Maywin. Everybody will believe it when I see it. And I forgot, I do have a garbage services down here as well. So I'm starting to find using the services is a lot more fun. Lies. You, sir, sit on a throne of lies. But yeah, I'm really starting to take advantage of the service blocks. The only downfall I have is trying to find buildings that kind of fit within the size of the vehicles. I know y'all have already had an Attleboro special. Yeah, so for those of you that are in the Discord, if you go to the main Hangout chat, these guys were giving me some shit about, oh, I gotta, yeah, forget the stuff about DayZ and everything. I really need to, we can leave them in there. Yeah, they were roasting me a little bit, and I totally understand it. Do I want to make this a highway, or do I just want to leave it as a normal road? Oh yeah, as you can tell, it's been a while, and I think the last time I streamed was City Skylines when we ran into the same issue. Excuse me. Oh geez, where it had all of the DayZ call-outs on here. Yeah, I know Sweet did a few more streams than I did. Yeah, I was very shocked at that. So what am I down, like 2 or 3 streams from her? Yeah, I know she's a few streams ahead of me. So and she's 3 ahead of me. Okay. There are a few more mods that I need to add into the stream description that I have not added in. So I've kind of been playing around with a lot more of the decals. And I know it's kind of loud right now, but I've been playing around a lot more with the decals. Ooh, that really didn't. Yeah. Ooh. That was too small of an area, I guess, for that decal. Yes, yeah, he does the City Skylines, the original version of the game. I really never saw that or really got into that game, that version of it. I know that City Skylines 2 was obviously built on that version. You know, not the same. I don't think it's the same engine. Or not. The good version. Right. So I have a lot of intersections to go back and add the decals to. But yeah, that's what I've done down here. Added a lot more housing, some more office, and some more commercial. A bunch of services down here that support Blackwood Grove, Spruce Brook, and Sunshine Springs. Also have some, what we got down here? Is it garbage? Yes, so we have some more garbage services down here. Oh, they both use the Unity engine. Okay, well, I'm glad somebody's educated on the game. But yeah, so have some more garbage services because garbage was piling up down in this area, and the 3 that I had down here weren't. Yeah, I know you don't play. The original 3 that I had down here weren't. It wasn't helping any. Yeah, but you see, man, when you're good like that, you know, you have all of that information. So I did play the game last night. So garbage was oh, yep, just like my hometown, Gary. I forgot. I know this all it's a joke, but I think I think it was Mac that said that I lived in Gary as a joke, and they've been keeping the joke going. So yeah, anytime Gary is mentioned, like Gary Township, that's further inland to the city, that's a recurring joke. So I did add this fish farm in last night, and it's not doing too bad. It has caught up quite a bit. Throw some industrial down here. I did lower the taxes on the minerals for industrial because we had a deficit underneath material goods or chemicals. Yeah, it was for chemicals. But it looks like since adjusting the taxes, that has evened itself out. What is that? A bar in Gary, the fish farm? Yeah, yeah. We got Dan's fish farm over here. We've got, oh wow, Dan's doing pretty good. He's got 2 fish farms down here. Does he own the other fish farms over here as well? I got a few of them over here. Yeah, Dan's fish farm. He owns that one. He owns that one, so he's up to 4, 5. Wow, Dan's doing pretty good. He's got he owns all 6 fish farms. Wow. He's not doing too bad for himself. Maybe I need to get into the fish farm business. Nepotism. Yeah, there's Gary Senior, Gary Junior, Gary Junior Junior, Gary Junior Junior Junior, Junior 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 Junior. I did drop some more services down on the sides of the map so they can get to the areas a little bit more quickly. So like I said, I'm starting to use the service blocks more. So we got some fire station here, got 4 or 5 rigs down here, and then we got a couple of helicopters that are servicing this general area. So, you know, money is no object in this version of the game that I'm playing. So dropped a few more transformers around the area. See here, I don't remember if we had the recycling center the last time we were here, but did have to drop a fire station in this area. Cheater blocks. I wouldn't say cheater blocks. It lets you kind of still get the services in the area. You know, you just don't have the big buildings, or you don't have the original buildings that you want to use. You know, I think it is, where do I have it? I think it is over here that I have some death care that are being used in these garages. So yeah, so it's for hearse parking. You know, there are some buildings that I'd like to use as far as some of the ploppable buildings, but you don't have any of the service pack, or not service pack, any of the like downloadable packs. They don't have any ploppable buildings that I haven't downloaded yet. They do have the packs for them, but I haven't downloaded them yet. Money is no object, so we're going with the Chicago mentality of services. Yeah, basically. And funny you should mention that. I saw an article that the mayor is just taxing the bejesus out of social services, or not social services, like streaming services, and there were a bunch of other businesses like that he is trying to get the deficit that the city of Chicago's in for the budget. It was just kind of shocking at what he's trying to tax. You know, we got some services right here, which I believe is garbage as well. Trying to remember which one this was. I think this one was garbage as well. Yeah, I usually have the blocks in the building that doesn't have any vehicles attached to it. Did he write a book, How to Lose? I have no idea how that came about. But yeah, so I have some garbage services here that are handling these two districts, and I think this one. I figure I'll put them away from the city, just so this way doesn't have any air or ground pollution. And I don't know if this is a bug or if this is the way that it actually is supposed to be working, but it doesn't seem like any of the service buildings or service block buildings actually put out any type of pollution. So no, don't put it near the low income housing. No, that's not right. So the other reason I'm using the service blocks is that it doesn't generate any type of pollution. And on some of the service blocks, we actually have the ability to negate, 10, 15, 20% of some type of pollution. It's mostly ground pollution. So that's kind of another fun thing to do. I don't know, all these other games that I've played along with DayZ that I've streamed, cheater poking here. All of the other games that I have streamed, except for that one I only played for 4 hours. I really don't like doing vanilla, so I try to see if there's mods for the game, and then like DayZ, I kind of go a little crazy. So one of the mods that isn't in the list in the description at the moment I'm going to change is there are some what exactly is that one called? Some surfaces. So there are it's not Elgato. I'll put the information in the description after the stream. There are a whole bunch of different farming surfaces that can be used, and I've kind of been playing around with them in this main area. No, I'll never learn. It was one of the, was it Supermarket Simulator, is where I was using one of the mods, and then the game had an update and the mod broke. And instead of going back to vanilla, I found another mod to replace that one to get it working how I would like it again. And I got crap from these guys about it. So, it's just like music to me. I like listening to the remixes. I don't always like the original song. The remixes, I think, can take it to another level, and another artist can take another artist's song to another level, like what they think of how the song should have been. Kind of the same way I think about mods, is that there's somebody else that likes the original game but wants to add something into it that the main developers obviously did not put into the game. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Let's see here. Added a few more houses around this area, put some more services, death services in this town. And I did build a little shortcut to get from kind of the entrance of this district to the top portion of it, so they didn't have to drive all this way around. It took, I'll admit, it took me longer than I wanted it to. Another artist steals someone's, not stealing, they're putting their own spin on it. You know, they're redoing the song on how they like it. You know, how does that sound? No, they're not straight up stealing it. It's not like they're sampling part of the song and then reusing it to make a whole brand new song, but that's a whole nother thing, so don't even get me started. But these are some of the things you can do with the ploppable buildings. You know, all they are is just the building itself. There aren't any services tied along with them, so it's kind of experimenting with that. So I threw down a couple of buildings, threw down some signs on it, threw down some different color concrete. So if I wanted to, I could put some type of service in here, and you know, like whatever service I put in here, like if I did a fire service block in here, and you know, put a couple of fire engines in here that, you know, when they got to report to a fire, they just come popping out of the building. Where's the brothel? Yeah, stealing. Bad analogy for mods. No, I mean, it's kind of the same thing. They see part of the game, part of a song that they want to add something to. So it's just like a remix. You see the original song and the remix artist adds to it, or, you know, takes things out of it and then turns that version of their song into their own remix of that original song. You know, I feel the same way about mods. As you have the original game, like an original song, and then you have another artist that's coming in and adding something to it. Okay. We'll leave it at that, I guess. Did throw in some additional parking here. I honestly hate seeing parking on the streets, but you know, it's part of the game, I guess. This was here, I don't know, since like episode 2 or 3, but I've had issues with some of the mansions not actually keeping people in there, so added a couple of offices, some retail, commercial, and have a couple of different services hidden in here. Got a police, fire, and park maintenance is here. Games are meant for modding. You don't realize music and hope. Someone mixes your shit, remixes your stuff. Yeah. I don't know. Everybody sees it different. This was, let's see here, this was the, I don't know, 4th or 5th district that I had built. So just about every building in here is at level 4 or level 5. Let's see here. Yeah, I think these were here last stream where I was just putting them in. It's just some more farming, you know, considering this is supposed to be more like farming and industrial for the game. Let's see what else. Let's start making our way this way. Added a lot more parking lots down this way, and I did add a bus stop because I was seeing that there are quite a few people that are living or that are working here. As you can tell, quite a few people that are waiting for the bus. How long have they been waiting? I'm afraid to look. Okay, 5 minutes. 5 minutes isn't that bad. Should probably find out how many buses are on this one. Oh, Yeah, we'll add a couple more buses. Yeah, mutated carrots. Yeah. So yeah, I'll just add a few more buses to pick people up because I think I added a couple more stops recently. 3 eyes chicken. What was what did they have on The Simpsons? Was it a 3-eyed fish or was it like a 3-eyed turtle? Because of the nuclear power plant. And I'm trying to get rid of a lot of the dirt roads in here. You know, where I don't think they're necessary, but I do think in the farming areas, yeah, it was a fish. I do think in the farming areas, you know, I do want to keep the dirt roads because kind of makes sense. But I do know that I have a lot more accidents since more people have been moving in. So, you know, I figure do dirt parking lots, you know, in the areas where there's farming, but as you can see, really kind of starting to fill up. So, okay, looks like I need to add more buses somewhere. But ironically, I didn't do dirt one there. All right, so gotta find a spot for some more buses. So the question is can I fit another all right, and another lovely mod that I seem to be using more and more, even though I don't like to, is a mod called Anarchy, which basically tells the game. I thought when I was looking at my news feed this morning, I could have sworn I saw one that came across that said that somebody robbed the Louvre, and I was like, no, nobody would be dumb enough to rob the Louvre. But yeah, it looks like it. Somebody was dumb enough to do that, it seems. All right, so this added another 10 buses, so that one bus line will be fine. Well, yeah, wouldn't be the first time and definitely won't be the last time. Let's squeeze something more parking lot. There's another parking lot over here. And I'm just curious if they're gonna, you know, if it's gonna make it into a movie or not. All right, well, it looks like we barely have enough for another parking lot, another 2 parking lots, where more people will be able to park instead of using the bus, which I really would rather have them use the bus if possible. Of course, with my luck, they won't use the bus. They did a movie on it once? Really? Oh, I'm thinking of the Diamond one that was in the Diamond District. He's a country folk. No, hey, I've actually been tracking some people that are like walking on the sides of the street here, trying to figure out where they're going to and where they're coming from, and I've been adjusting excuse me, I've been adjusting a lot of the public geez, my brain just stops working. A lot of the public service routes, you know, because like if somebody's working here and they live like all the way up here and I'm seeing them walk because there is no direct route, you know, bus route to it, then I'm gonna fix it, you know. Not trying to force them onto a bus, but like I said, man, if I see somebody walking on the side of a street, you know, I don't think that's right, especially like I said, if they work on one side of the map and they live on the other side. Just looking out for my peeps, man. Oh, that yeah, nobody saw nothing. Nobody saw nothing, okay? Nobody saw anybody getting hit. All right, where the fuck are the rest of the vehicles? Where the... Oh! Out of the way! As they're getting hit! Okay, where the hell are the buses at? Huh. Oh. Oh dear Lord, they're miles away. This is a big old traffic jam here, man. I mean, I'm thinking maybe the people that are walking aren't the, you know, brightest people in the shed. But, or was it Appalachian? No, where was it? There was one of these that gives me a breakdown of education. And there aren't too many uneducated people. There's a lot more poorly educated people, so I'm assuming they would make the right choice and try to get some type of public transportation. So, and yeah, ignore the Daisy call out there. We're not playing on a Daisy. Yeah, dude, it's just okay. Fine. It just goes to show you the last time I actually streamed for HOD. Let me turn these off really quick, because I know the next time I'm going to go to stream, I'm going to forget to turn them on. What were they? Timers. Right? Okay, I can turn that one on. Turn that one on. I think that's the one. Yep. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay. Okay, better. Those have all been turned off. Not like a year. It hasn't been that long since I've done. Yeah, I know it hasn't been that long since I've done a Daisy stream. Where was I? Oh yeah. So had to add more buses so we can get more buses on the route due to a lot of these farms now actually having a lot more people. So I've been trying to keep an eye on that stuff, but sometimes it doesn't always work. So, and really depending on what is growing on the farm will determine how many people, how many employees there are. Whatever, man. Whatever. So what you'll see as I get further down, you'll start seeing I've been using some dirt pathing to put over the dirt roads. All right. Yeah, so haven't made any changes here. Added a little bit more industrial down here. that will actually take everything that's being processed, all the ore, the rock, the oil, all of the farming, and actually make it into a product. Let's see here. Did I ever change the... Oop. Yeah, Maywin, don't look. You don't see anything. Look away for like the next 30 seconds. Okay. So yeah, this is where we have 2 trains, or subway, a train station, and a tram station. The tram station, yeah, it does survive, yeah. I don't remember if the last stream, if I did the tram station or not. I think the tram stations were built. Yeah, so try to get people from these 2 districts over to this main area of working. I ran a tram. 1 tram goes from, let's start calling these townships. So each one of these townships has a tram that's leading over to this area, which then has buses that will take you, that does a loop around the industrial area here, so you don't have to walk to get to your job. I mean, you'll have to walk, but not really as far. Ramp stations. And then this is a bus station that has a couple different stops that you can go to. Electric Avenue, can go back to this area. You have an option to go down to Brightwater, which is another main train station that can take you further down here into Park Crest, which we will go over. So I know I didn't go over on the last stream, but I did break down and actually add some subways into the game, just because since I built up universities and colleges and technical centers and everything over on the other side of the map, I figure that getting people there was probably a priority. So did build a couple of subway stations in, and they do seem to be taking them. So along with the loop that goes around this particular township, you're able to hop on like over here and then take the bus to get to the subway to get to the good old university. Maywin has so many positive thoughts. And then there's also a tram going between the two towns. One of the things that I have seen since more people have moved into the region is a lot more of the higher resource cost. So really don't know what to do about that, other than it seems to be like textiles are the ones that have the high resource cost, and I can always adjust taxing on that. You know, not realistic. You know, I mean, granted, I'm not looking at news sources from like New York, or granted, I'm looking at some in Chicago, but some of the other big cities that have subways, and you know, I'm sure that there are stabbings that occur there. But you know, I'm gonna dispute whatever Maywin says anyway. So. It happens, okay? Are you happy? Yeah, stabbings do happen. And since we really can't tell what people get arrested for in the game here, we can't tell if it's stabbing or pickpocketing or robbing or whatnot, so we'll just leave it at that. I have still been trying to play around with the residential farming and industrial farming mod, but I really can't get it to work. You know, we have 4 houses here and only one of them is actually doing the farming, and this is in the middle of, around the outskirts of farm area, so I don't know. I have to do some more research on that mod. I thought that I could put down a whole subdivision or a big area and have a whole bunch of residential farming, but that did not work out. Violent crime. No, I think stabbing in Chicago, I think it's just a misdemeanor. Let's see here. Added a few more industrial buildings here. I tried to put a fish farm here for Dan, but it wasn't working, so I had to pull the plug on Dan's final fish farm. So, you know, I think he can probably get away with having one less fish farm. This was the original subdivision that I did on the very first stream. Not my city leadership. That's Chicago. Remember, I live in Gary. You know, we don't have those minor problems like stabbing in in Gary. So I do have another subway station here, and I would try to get them all to connect up to a few of the bigger areas, or bigger communication hubs, I should say. So a few of them come over here to Vermont Springs. A few of them come over here to Brightwater Crest. You know, that I want to say, like, those two are a big hub when it comes to buses, you know, public transportation. And then we have one over here at Park Crest. It's no one lives there instead. I guess I really haven't been paying attention to the population of the hometown. Haven't done anything in this area other than move a bus station further away from the road so I can put in subway station. You know, I do need to come back and start taking away these dirt roads and putting them into alleys, because it really doesn't fit over in this area anymore, I think. So, and then these were the first big farms that I put in, so they are really growing. Between the two of them, say 500, you know, they have like between 800 to 900 employees just on these two farms. You know, they're pretty big farms as well. So do have a parking service block in here that'll hold 1,100 cars, I believe, as well as regular big old parking lots that got full, which is why I threw the other parking service in there. You know, I put up what are those called? My brain stops working on the weekends. Yeah, pathways. I don't think maybe the second episode in or second stream in, because once again, you know, I saw a bunch of people trying to dodge the cars as they were just trying to get across the street to go to work. So went from 105 105,000 population in 2000 down to 65,000. Holy shnikes. 20 years, lost 40,000 people. Wow. When does it ever start? When does what ever start? And I think I'm only using a few of the stalls here in the bus station because, like I said, this was one of the original ones and I didn't have all of these other areas built up yet. So there's why they would have to go into this main bus station, which, as you can tell, has quite a few lines, and then just take this bus over to here to get to work. Oh, my brain. It usually kicks in about 9:30 on Monday, and then realistically shuts itself off around 2:30, 3 o'clock on Friday. So, you know, sometimes my brain will wake me up at 2 or 3 in the morning on a Saturday or Sunday because I have like these brilliant ideas, but never really remember them. Yeah, but that was quickly resolved, you know. So I haven't seen that happen at any of the other ones. Well, they did when I first. I do have 3. I do have 3 of them over in. What is this? Moorcraft? Well, yeah, when I got rid of it there, but there was a lot of traffic when I first built these 2 in. So we got one here, we got one here, and you know, do have a bus route that goes by and picks people up. And I'm afraid to look at the other one because the other one I had, it was backed up really bad. Where did I put that one? Is it? Okay. Oh, here it is. Here's the other ones right down here. So this one was pretty backed up, but I just turned a blind eye to them when it was when I first dropped these in. So I've been playing around with where people come out and where the cars come out, but that doesn't seem to be working for whatever reason. So it's like people go in, they come out with their cars. Cars go in and people walk out. So, I mean, yeah, we got a whole bunch of people that are coming in here to park. So I was actually shocked to how many people live here now. So 15,000, which is almost third of the residents in the whole game so far. A third of them live in this area. So this has a lot, big mixture of buildings. I do have a couple of low housing rent buildings in here, but a lot of it has to do with the townhomes. A lot of it has to do with the mixed residential, mixed office, as well. So I was kind of shocked to see how many people lived here last week, I think, when I was evaluating where people were living. Okay, so we went over this with the buses and the trams. All right, this we did build on stream, and I did get shit about putting it up on a hill. But that's a whole nother story. It did have to drop in another telecom tower because this area did not have any internet connectivity at all. Me being the nice guy with, you know, money's no object, thought I'd throw one in. And this was all oil, if I remember right. Oil and ore. So definitely getting a lot of oil. And then I did throw in some more garbage and water treatment plant. And of course parking as well. You know, for the people that want to keep it green, like this would be a perfect spot to put in the dirt path surface. So we'll do that really quick. And which one was it? Was it number 10? Trying to remember which one it was for the net lanes. Kinda grew accustomed to number dirt road 10. So oh. And these are just net lanes that go over the existing road. So, and then you have the decals. I always forget where these ones are. I think these are just above it. No, they are decals. Ooh, what are these? Oh, trailer tractors. Of course, now I won't be able to find. I thought there were decals, man. Miscellaneous. These are paths. Sorry guys, like I said, my brain's not working. Here we go. Surfaces. Not miscellaneous surfaces. I just did this. Okay, we'll give me a second. Figure out where they are at. Oh, you guys weren't supposed to see this area yet. It's something brand new. Yeah, so they are, yeah, they are under decals. Where are we at? That lane. Decals. Sounds in the right area. So for these, you do have to use Anarchy. So, and this just kind of takes the straight line or straight edge from the net lane and actually makes it look like a dirt path. So, but that's what I'm trying to do anywhere where I think that the dirt path should actually be a dirt path. I'm going to be putting that over as well. So yeah, these have really started to sprout up and have been doing a lot of oil. So we have an excess of them. I don't believe this was a couple of I don't know, like week and a half ago, I put in a solar power plant just to be able to keep this side of the map from having power and not having too many brownouts coming from this sole electrical source. No such thing in oil. Well, eventually the resources are all supposed to go, supposed to get used up. But I've never actually had a region up long enough for all of the resources to get used up. So that's the reason I was saying that we have an abundance of oil, because yeah, theoretically we do have an abundance of oil. And then I got bored one evening and put down the ground earth, which is supposed to do with stone. So I threw up a few small stone quarries in this area that also are built off of these stone quarries that were here previously. So decided to get add a little extra oomph to the area. So dropped in a lot of just static ploppables, so everybody kind of knows that this is for stone area. So that's really it. Didn't do anything too crazy. Just threw a bunch of services down, some stone work and extra parking that isn't being used. So, but eventually, if this does ever decide to kick up, there'll be plenty of parking for the employees. Let's see what else. We have these that are here. So Park Crest has grown quite a bit since I first put this in. Not as much as I would like to have grown, but I can still drop in a little bit more housing to try to get the numbers up. But this area isn't all about people living, more for education. So you have the big old technical university. Maybe it'll hit 100 students. Don't know if it ever will. We have the big medical university that once again might hit 100 students. I did drop the Geological Research Center, which put a huge bonus on the ore and oil deposits. So basically getting 2 times out of them before dropping in the geological research. So now we got them doubled. So that's why we have an abundance of oil and ore. I did do this one live on stream, so as you can tell, there is really no driving by normal vehicles. So that's where the tram and the people are walking in. I tried to build up a lot more pathways for people to walk on instead of having to walk the whole length. Yeah, the US might invade us. But I'm very happy to see that a lot of people are using them. I thought about trying to get some type of covered walkway from the tram area to here, but I figured, hey, let them walk a little bit. At least this way they can get to covered pathway when it's raining, at least. Freedom fluid. So in all the other builds that I've done, I always liked to have a walking area or tram area only, and I don't know, I just think it's kind of cool. Especially the first build I did, it was literally just housing. The second one I did is kind of the same thing here. It was an educational area that had the trams. So I thought I'll kind of do the same thing here. Yes, Mac. I do. So what's going on with the duckies, man? So yeah, the university and college actually have a decent amount of people in there. I did have to use an educational service block because this was pegged at 1,200 students. Oh, they're outside now. Nice. So I put another 1,100 students in the educational service block down here. So I tried to use a few different educational buildings, but they weren't working, so I just threw a taxi depot over it. And it has students, so they are staying educated. I did try to keep a uniform look for some of the housing. This one changed on me. So, you know, kind of have the same universal buildings here, as well as for the mixed office buildings. Looks kind of sterile. Yeah, and that's kind of like, that's what I did in the first one. It was a lot of kind of the getting the same housing, the same buildings in the general area. And then the second one was second build was a little bit different. And then this one I really went off cue and didn't do any grid-like system. Which I like, you know, I mean, I like the gridded system, but I like how this is a lot more, you know, natural, organic, you know. Yeah, you know, so this one, we have this one here as well, you know, not gridded. This one as well, you know. So the last two that I've built really turned out to be gridded. No, this one was just going to be temporary, but I figure might as well take advantage of it. So this was the last district that I had built, and just seemed to make sense the way that things were evolving over here to kind of keep that in a gridded fashion. I'm gonna make the I know. But I figure at least with this area being all about education, that they can picture these as dorm rooms, I guess. You know, dorm buildings, so kind of make them all look the same. You know, so, but it is what it is. So we got the tram station here, got parking, which is, you know, being used, you know, a decent amount. So we do have more parking over on this end for people that are taking buses or train or the subway in. So this one has two subway lines coming in here. You got one that's going from Vermont here, and then you have one that basically starts up all the way over here, makes a couple of stops, and then makes it over into the big educational area. Yes, I build more schools. Yeah. It got me something called double doinks. What? Oh. And then of course parking was all taken up, so that's why I decided to build the other parking areas. Pre-rolled. Okay. Then I added another train stop to take people out of the city, basically homeless people. Ship them out here and ship them to a different city. Let them deal with it. They put you on the moon. There's gotta be some pretty decent weed then, man. So I do like that a lot of people are using the subway system, since I've actually added it in. So the tram is just in two areas, and that's almost 4,000 people that ride it per month. Buses are still going to be the high one because there are 56 different bus lines that run in the region, and then about 10,000 people are taking the 4 subway lines. Haven't smoked in a week. Wow. So haven't done anything over in this area. These were some of the first oil areas that were built up. Did add some more industrial down here outside of the oil area. You know, I've been trying to keep an eye on some of these specialized train yards. And I think if I would have put 2 or 3 main cargo train yards, it would have been better. The U.S. Marines to save it. Yeah, there's a little bit of oil. You know, this one has 185,000. No, that can't be right. 185,000 barrels. This one has 300,000 barrels. So yeah, little bit of oil in here. Well, unfortunately, they don't have any type of military vehicle mods for this yet. I'm still trying to figure out how I can do a Chernarus version of the map. Like, I can import the Chernarus map in here, but like when it comes to like the airfield and some of the military areas, I really can't design them because they don't have those. Invasions brought to you by the U.S. Marines, sponsored by ExxonMobil in the Bush family. Oh, I did add a few more of the forest areas so we can try to get as many trees as we can. Do have a whole nother area here that we can add some more forest areas to. We can cut down trees, which we're probably gonna need to do because the next thing that I'm actually gonna be throwing down is gonna be a paper mill. So that kind of leaves us into now actually starting the stream of working on something new for the region. This is unrealistic. Where's the homeless camps in the wood? Well, you know, funny you should mention homeless. There are actually homeless in the game, and they do take up residency in the parks. So as you can see here, we have 4 homeless people here. We have 2 homeless people plus a dog living here. We have 2 people living here. Got 9 people living here. So they do take up residency in the parks. Yeah. So there is a mod to get rid of the homeless, but it's just kind of like they aren't doing any damage, they're not causing any issues, so you know, why get rid of them? Yeah, homeless skateboarders, exactly. I was gonna make a joke about it, but I'm like, nah. So I think one of the things that I know Maywan doesn't like to hear this, but I have all of the public transportation set to 0. So it's not going to cost them anything to, you know, say if these 3 people would like to move out of town, they just have to get on a bus that doesn't cost them anything. find one of the bigger bus stations that will take them to like Park Crest, or I have a bus station down here in Blackwood Grove, and just basically walk to another town, which people actually do. So you can actually see like this person here is actually moving away. So I think that's why I don't have a lot more homeless people in the region, is because everything's free and they have a way to exit out of my region. So, yep. Yes. Free buses, free trains, and free trams. Free taxis are... No, I think I'm charging for taxis. I don't remember. Let's go. Fuck you guys. I'm just trying to make it easy for people to navigate through my region, man. And yeah, I mean, I'm losing $280,000 an hour because everything is free. Uh-oh. Bunch of trees decided to show up on the walkway here. I don't know why this happens from time to time. You're gonna make one change, then trees pop up where they shouldn't be. Road trees just be like Gary. Yep. Yep. You know. All right. So I figured, since this is where the trees are coming from, and the handful of industry that's here isn't turning them into paper, like I thought I put some industry down here, figuring that they would that they would be turning all of the trees into paper or timber, which would be used for furniture. Like here, so basically it's bringing in 200 tons of wood, and they've processed 177 tons of timber, but there are only very few places or industry buildings that are actually taking that timber and paper and actually making furniture. So there's a very few. This is what, 0.2 tons of surplus that we have here with the roof tree. Yeah, I know. So I figure I might as well throw in a paper plant down here. Episode yeah, I think I did like episode 5 or 6 or 7. So I did do some pre-grading. I think it was last night. Oh, don't even start that. Pepperoni and chicken I'm okay with, but not pineapple. Aha! You typed in ID for Orion. Nice. All right. We're gonna go ahead and if I can find this, throw in the paper factory. Oh, I got some other ones I can throw in too. Like put the oil refinery in there as well. No, he's not a Kiwi. He's Australian. Ooh. Yeah, there's Chronic and I don't remember who the other. I know it's Chronic, and there's one other person that I confuse as Australian, but they're Kiwis. Oh, you were? Oh, interesting. How's she doing? Haven't talked to her in ages. We'll go ahead and plot this right. Well, if I want to put a... Yeah, I can do a train station there too. And I figure I can go ahead and throw some trees and maybe a few more forest area or forest plants. Man, my brain hurts. Still the same. Come out, Mel. You mean no, not Melly Mel. Not Mel from the UK, right? Oh, Melissa. Okay. Yeah, I haven't talked to her. I haven't talked to them in ages. No, I do want a train station coming down close to this area, but let's see here. Figure have it come in off of here. Do I want to up these? I kind of want to up these to highways, but I'm not going to. I should get to get everything. What servers were they playing on? This is center. Come on, 90 degrees. Must be what, 150? I haven't talked to them in, yeah, ages. All right. Oops, daisy. I need, oh, timeout. Was I gonna put it here? No, I wasn't. That's enough room though for trucks to get through, right? Yeah, that'll be fine. All right. That was quick. How many employees? 200 employees? Wow. Actually, wanna know what? Gotta do this one up right. I wanna have 3 ways of getting in here instead of just 2, but me. You build the train station first. Ooh. Actually, I need to see how many trains I actually have left. Ooh, that's not going to be good. Ah, I can always throw one of these ones in here. Oh. Make a save. I've been having some issues with one of the mods, so leave the game for now. And then actually try to use that mod. Particular elevated. Ooh. Oh, heck yeah. This one looks like a little. Bus stops, rail tracks, subway rail. Ooh. Let's get everybody over into this area. What do we want? Everybody? Actually, I can probably fit. I can fit more of these papers. Okay, yeah. Do I want to come in this way? Planned over on the other side, but this might make more sense. No, I'll do it over here. I haven't messed around with this one, so need a little bit of yeah, this is gonna get everybody over here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to actually get a lot more trains. Join. Turn. We got 226. I'm gonna have issues trying to bring the road over here, aren't I? Okay. Well. Yeah. Looks like yeah, looks like the road's gonna be coming in a different way. Okay, yeah, this is not what I planned on. So I gotta think about this here for a minute. Try to step this down a little bit. Ooh, well, that's gonna be too rough. We'll see if I'll get a vehicle through there. All right, looks like that'll do. At least that'll have to do. Oh, that's ugly, isn't it? A little bit better. All right. We got road in here. We got train tracks. Subways and buses are going to be next, it seems like. I wonder how far down these are. 20, perhaps? Okay, now I need to see where the nearest line is. Okay. Not that far. $115. $155. Alright, so we have train and subways leading here. You know, I'm probably gonna build... I can build, what, one more? Two more? Or I'll just build another one back here for starters. And have some down here if need be. Alright, let me get the... Don't know if I actually have enough. Have enough trains? And I'm gonna have to do, oh geez, buses. Alright, look at subways, trains. So, 8 trains? Oh, those are subways. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to build more trains and more buses, definitely. Save again. Okay. Ooh, 19th, not the 18th. All right, so the question is where do I bring in the buses? Looking at potential traffic caps. I don't think there's going to be any. Paper. Ah. Guess we'll do subway lines. Why is there already subway lines here? Okay. What I'm going from here. I can't, oh. Hold on, this will be easier, I think, if I tie in this over to here. It's just gonna be the same. All right, so we at least have some line going in here, so should be a little bit better at being able to use the other side of the subway terminal. Oh, timeout. So they're no longer going this way. What the hell? What? I did not like that. I kind of want them to be dispersed. All right, so we'll do one here. Then we'll do the other one. Going over to Arc. Oh. Yeah, we'll do this one over here to park. Green. I can have more coming in here, but alright, pause the game here really quick. Ooh. Ooh, I don't even have this district up yet. Yeah. That's not good. Away. Transportation Center. All right, so this is Pearl 2. Come on. I might bump that up because I think people can, no, people are going to transfer. I think I have something coming into Vermont from a part of the map. I'll have to check that really quick. And the other is Pearl to West. Alright, we'll see if there's actually enough trains for this. I'll just do 2 trains for the moment on each one. Alright, now we need to... What are we gonna do for trains here? Yeah, trains. We'll do from here to... Brightwater? Yeah. We'll do to Brightwater, and then if somebody is Park Crest, they can transfer from there. I want to try to build up industrial down here as well. If I remember right, the airflow, air pollution is going to be kind of going this way, so I don't think there's going to be a lot of air pollution. So I mean, if worst comes to worst, they'll lose some trees over here, but it's not going towards the populated areas or the farm areas, so I is okay with that. All right, passenger trains. All right, so start out with him. Sorry, upstairs neighbors are doing something goofy. Alright. Heck, hold on again. It's like they're bouncing a concrete ball. Should I find interesting? All right, so do I need to put, oh, they'll be able to get off on the other side too. All right, so pearl, do bright water. Pearl to bright water. Trains. Don't know if we'll have enough trains for that one. Ooh, we'll do a Canadian passenger train, eh? Okay, so this is 10, 3, 6. How many trains do I have? 6? Double A. Alright, so, oh, those are cargo trains. Oof. Alright, so I need to find a home. Put some more trains. Do I wanna... How loud do they get? Actually, medium noise pollution. Has to be 6 trains. Huh. Well, if I wanted to, I can put some. So what's the difference between the two? Spawn up to 6 vehicles. This will spawn up to 6. And there's no noise pollution? Yes, please. Alright, so we'll just pop through. So this way we'll have some more trains as well. Oh, is that going to be enough? Yeah, I should still have enough. Yeah, I'll have everything that I need to do. I hope. What do we got? 50 cents. that gonna be too tight? Yeah. Oh no. Right. All right. Let's redo this, shall we? Oh, nice. Prometheum, cool, cool, cool. So how do you like the game? I think this is this is my third build, I think. So I'm kind of digging it. Still a lot to learn. It looks ugly, but it's gonna work. I wouldn't say everybody's hating on it. It's good. Do you, yeah, I think it's a fun game. Alright, so I only have one. Or you wanna know what? Oh, let's bump that up to 2 trains. Oh, I did do 2 trains, didn't I? Yeah, trains really aren't taking off yet in this series for me. No, I unlocked everything. This is the sorry, just checking messages really quick. This is the first series I've done where I unlocked everything and have unlimited money. Not like the unlimited money is really helping. I mean, I'm losing 280k an hour. So yeah, I know that there are other people that play and stream and are this road looks nasty like this. Content creators that do unlimited money, but you know, actually like make money. But I have way too many services out there. So we'll pause the game really quick and let's redo this road here. You know, I have way too many services. So do? This. You flatten the 13 million. Oh, geez. Yeah, that is a little bit. Alright, can I get stuff? Oh, that's even worse. Not building a new. This is the complex group, yeah. Not doing a new neighborhood. Oh man. This is I don't know what. That's too crazy work. This is going to be kind of like some industrial. Gonna have a couple of the paper factories around. So I'm just building the transportation hub come in to come into it. Oh, pook. Did the wrong one to begin with. That's better than. Darn it. About to say it's better than it was, but I lied. So yeah, I have kind of learned from our previous builds that when I'm building a big area like this, I want to try to build the transportation areas in, try to get that done first. That's a little bit better of a curve. So I'm using, what transportation mod is it? Is it Tig's transportation mod? Or Washi's? I'm using Washi's transportation mod, so I get a few different train stations, bus stations, subway stations, instead of the normal one. So with this one, 2 subway lines, 2 train lines, and I think 5 bus stops. So we're already gonna have to put in parking. So yeah, I've learned from my mistakes when it comes to doing some things. Try to get them set up first. And one of them is parking, basically. Each district has a central subway station. Oh wow. Yeah, the second build I did, I think had more grids. The first one I did was kind of me learning, so I did a lot of gridded systems there. This one is a lot different than I've done the other 2. 8 neighborhoods, 1 commercial. Neighborhood has a tram station. Nice. Yeah, I'm trying not to get over 100,000 population because the first series I did, I had a 500,000 population, and the frame rate was fine, but the actual like computer tick for everything just would take forever. Like, it took 2 or 3 in-game months to have a building built. You know, when there was stuff with fires and police, it just seemed to take forever. So I'm trying to do things a little bit smarter. In this build, might not be the right way to do it, but I'm just trying different things, like I've tried to do with all my builds so far. You know, kind of seeing what works, what doesn't. You know, and just have some fun. So, but the next series I do, I'm gonna actually get, you know, try to stay serious about money and the way things are approached. And I should probably, do the buses have to come in on that side? That is going to be a very busy side, isn't it? All right, you want to know what? This is going to be busy with all the buses coming in. So, I'm gonna do something that I haven't done since last season. What? Oh. All right. Let's see if I can actually get this to go the way that I want. And you want to know what? Oh. Alright, yeah, let's do this how I was going to do. So do you pay attention to, when it comes to building roads, like how steep the angle is? Do you try to stay realistic with that? Alright, I'll go down 15. Now that this is not what I wanted to do. Oh, you wanna know what? I'm just gonna redo that one. I'm gonna do some underground parking, but I can actually get this done the way that I want it to. Oh, shnikes. Yeah, my network bandwidth is kind of getting shit. See if network issue works itself out again. I'm hoping it does. Ooh, do I do elevator parking? Come on, work it. Yeah, man. This might be a quick stream then. Because I'm having issues trying to get this working. Alright, let's give this one more try. So I'm trying to remember how I did this in the last series. Yeah, I'm dropping packets again. Oh, I got the bandwidth, but dropping packets now. Hey, there we go. All right, issue should be fixed. All right. All right, think we're good. I think we're good to go. I'm gonna reset the drop packet count and see if it gets any better. Bandwidth is there, no longer dropping packets. All right. Let's try this again. All right, let's go to 6. All right, so there should be no more buffering on stream. 6. All right, there we go. All right, now we're gonna do some underground parking. So I did the underground parking in the last series. Under. What did I do? 15? There we go. Yeah, I did underground parking in one area only, and it seemed to have helped out quite a bit in that area. So we'll try the same thing here. See if I can't rework the magic that I had before. I know one of the problems I'm gonna have is the pathways, I should say, sorry. Alright, so we have parking underground, so people won't be parking above ground. But I know I ran into this last time. Where is the invisible pedestrian path? Trying to remember how deep everything is. Alright, so I remember that I was getting this before too. Oh, Nikes, I did the wrong thing. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be doing that part yet. Supposed to be doing this. Oh. Oh, fuck? Okay. What happened there? Alright. Give this another shot. What the? I have no idea why those are coming in now. Because they're too short? No? Alright, I'm a little confused. I did not have this problem. Okay, this is gonna put a big chamfer in the How the f is this happening now? Yeah, this is gonna cause an issue here. Yeah, I am a little confused here. Oh. Okay, people are parking on this. Heck. Okay, this is gonna cause a huge issue. What the hell? Sorry guys, I'm a little confused as to why this is happening. I'm wondering if I just have them too close. Yo, what's going on, Ashes? Things are going? Just trying to work out an issue. How are you doing, man? How did the Wasteland mod go? That looked kind of interesting. To hear, man. Did that have any type of Fallout vibe to it or not? Oh, buggy boo. That's not good. Maybe 12 and a half is the answer. Oh, that's awesome. Alright, so 12 and a half. Just checking out something. So that's 12 and a half, and this is wow. Odd looking. Oh, time out. Oh, so all of the mutants in the game are actually raiders and super mutants now. All right, man. Thanks, Ashes. That sounds interesting then. Nice. We need to let Maywin know about that one. He's getting back into Fallout mode, I think. All right, so maybe it's got to be 10 meters. I should just work backwards. No. All right, well, one way to test this. Oh. All right, well, this is definitely going to be causing issues now. Because that means they're only going to be walking out the side. If anybody was actually parking. Oh, this is not good. I don't want to have a bunch of parking lots here. Did they actually get forced down into here? Yeah, they did. All right. Alright guys, well I have no idea what is causing the issue with the walkways. Oh, that's really gonna be a bummer. Because the only way that you're gonna be able to walk is just out this way. Oh, that is a big bummer. Alright, so the whole reason I was going to do this was for the buses. So... Alright. so buses, they're still going to be coming over this way. The train and subways. Man. Do I just want to put a bunch of parking lots, or do I want to do... Can I hop over this way? Yeah, that really puts a wrinkle into things. Yeah, let's just do above ground parking. Like I should have done. Apologies, guys. Alright. All parking, get the buses going. Alright, we need to get more people over this way. 22 minutes. Oh. Okay, so it doesn't tell me where the actual breakdown is, but yeah, 22 minutes is quite a bit of time. All right, let's get some buses. Where is this gonna pull buses from? I don't know what. Uh-oh, what's this? Upgrades. What? Oh, whoa. The heck? Alright, no, looks like I add one more, looks like. Or actually two more. That gonna work? No, it's not. I was hoping that was gonna work. Ah. Oh, come on. Alright. Let's just actually get the train track this time. Never have those times where nothing you do is actually right. How the f am I gonna get these two in here? Alright. Need to rethink this here. I guess I could go. No. I don't know what. That's not the right way to do this. I'm gonna regret doing this. Going. Was it 10? You wanna know what? It took it, so that's what we're gonna go with. This is what I was kind of trying to do before. I kept this one doing the same thing. No. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. They're all going but one of them. Okay. Yeah, looks okay. Alright, buses. So I need to do a bus depot over here as well. Oh, I'm gonna hate this. I can't. Yeah. really like to find a fast way. These buses to get over there. I'm gonna need quite a few buses. And this is why I'm losing $300,000 a month. Fortunately. Alright, I don't remember if that one had buses on it or not. Let's see here. I think this just had yeah, just different stops. So this one I actually need. Oh, bus depot. I'm just going deeper into debt. Ugh. How many does this get me anyway? 25? Yeah. Oh. No. I don't remember who it was, but I think it was Celiac. Always said to build perimeter roads around service buildings. Be a lot easier. Oh, my Atlanta. Alright, so this should be more than enough buses. Man, that's more buses, jeez. Yeah, that's more buses than I actually need, I think. But hey, it's only money, right? Alright, let's start working on the buses here. Okay, let's see. Alright, 11 o'clock. Not a lot of riders at the moment. Alright. Actually, that's 236 at almost midnight. Okay, I think dead. Excuse me. I don't just want it. Oh, that's bringing a few. Okay. Probably could have dumped more buses over there. Alright, let's build out buses. Alright, so we're gonna want 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have a bunch of transfers going in from this to down here, which we'll get, and then I think this to down here, which will then be able to get to here, here, or here. I don't think I need all those buses. Textiles. Textiles. Okay. That was only one, right? Okay. All right. So start on 70. Oh, this is gonna get crazy busy. All right, so we got Pearl to Park. Pearl, yeah, Pearl to Park. Yeah, I think I have way too many bus lines. What do you guys think? Well, don't I already have a district in here named Pearl? Maybe I don't. Thought I did. It's not. All right. All right, 5 buses for that one. All right, this one we'll do electric though on this one. Pearl to... This is the short one. Electric. Oh, and there's a taxi stand. Oh, 86 minutes. What? That's not good. Okay, so y'all can take the bus. Okay. If the buses ever decide to get here. Come on, buses. Oh. Help if I actually start the game up, right? Oh, the buses better come from this depot. There we go. All right, got those two. Do a red one. We'll do this one up here. Right water. I think that might be too far for electric. Five. Hey, what does the electric do? And pluses. It can be charged on each individual lines. Oh. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3. All right. So we need to do 4 and 5. T-Mobile. Okay. So this one. All right. So this one to over here. I think is Gary. Oh, this is getting busy as well. Yeah, it's another major hub, so I'm okay with that one. Alright, so this one is stop 0. Well, maybe we'll try all electrical. That one. Wrong. Yeah, I think I built way too many. Yeah, definitely way too many. Alright, I got one more to go, right? Alright, this one we are going to yeah, see, this one's just overcrowded as well. But this is why I got subways going to the other areas of the town, and I really should have put this in the middle, I think, of the region. Alright, and this is Vermont. Now this one, I think, just for the sheer amount of distance. And I think eventually. Alright. Wait for 33. Alright, Blackwood. Alright, let's see how this plays out. Alright, now let's see here. Get rid of one of these, I think. Alright, let's get rid of another one. Alright, so we have 15 buses to spare over here. Alright, so if I throw up another one here. I don't think anybody should be parking on the street here. I need to change that industrial. Is this gonna get any busier? I'm hoping it does get busier. We want stoplights here? Oh. Jeez, look at all these freaking buses. Okay, well, definitely need to start pumping up the area. Oh, wow, really? Actually, this might be able to get the buses in going a different way. Actually, yeah, that won't be too bad. And get the buses going in this way. Oh. All right. This is something I should have done from the very beginning. Alright, I know I'm probably gonna need death care in here. Now, like, every district here has multiple services from other districts, so kind of interesting. I think that's why there's so much money. Assuming there should be the Popo coming this way. Dispatched. Do we want to do a little hospital? Yeah. Oh, probably gonna need to do some type of garbage management too. Alright, do I have any built-in garbage? Yeah, there's garbage over there. All right. Oh. Small office. Hybrid. Station. Okay. Death care. All right, so we got death care, medical care. Body storage. So med, death, fire, and popo. Oh, garbage is what I was looking at. There's no way to sort this. Garbage service flag. Oh. Maybe I will just do something over here just for this. Yeah, I'll do something over here just for this block. Yeah, I like using the service blocks. Definitely help out. It's just trying to find a ploppable building to actually get it to work. You know, actually make it look good. Ready. Well, actually, have it do this district. this district. And no, you wanna know what? Only have it do those two. Because I'm gonna need trucks, man. One thing I found is trying to keep everything close together. Alright, just doing this one. I don't know what, I think only 3 will be necessary. Alright, so we'll add on some of these. So I believe there's going to be a lot more usage in this area, so start prepping for it now. Paper recycling here. Just worry about that one. All right, now to find a building. Do I go with the classic taxi depot? I believe I will go with the classic taxi depot. Alright, so they're not visible, but they're like right on the edge of the corner. So that looks straight. Trying to do this so I can hide trucks. Okay. So I don't know if it's less expensive to use some of the service blocks versus actual full service buildings. So what do we got here? How many employees? 50, 350, so 700. All right, what's unemployment looking like now? Okay, not too shabby. Way under 1%. So this was going to be all housing. Or I can build on housing here, but that I think, and I could throw on some more housing there. How big is Gary Township? Hello? Mr. District name, are you? Alright, so this has 8,000 people here. Almost 9. So yeah, I could throw some more housing down. try not to do any of the major roadways, so I can put some around here. I think bus routes are kind of built in already. What I do? Yeah, southwest. Alright, so we'll have to see what schools are like. What are schools? I dropped schooling in here. This is the only problem I've had with the service blocks is once you put them down and leave the game, trying to come back to get them. Sometimes it's a big pain in the butt. So I just basically had to delete the building and re-add it. What do we got here? All right, so this one's almost full at 1,500. All right, so this is the high school at 1,500. All right, so we'll have to do add another. Another 500 into the mix, maybe. All right, so 50% full. Huh. All right, and this was school. Elementary. Nope, that wasn't this one. It was a extension floor. There we go. Yeah, it was an extension floor. All right. So we have a bus stop out in front of it. And I think I got a school over here as well. So when it comes to having to add more housing over here, I don't think I can add, I can add some. But there's a bus stop over there as well, so I try to do commercial and resident, or commercial. Manage office and commercial over here off the main routes. Try to leave housing off to the side. Yeah, I think this is pretty much full for housing. Yeah, I was playing around with some of the different color palettes down here, as you can tell. One thing I want to do, maybe this stream, is to build a custom park over here. Because this is the last remaining lot that I can really do anything with. You know, and I figure it's right here close to the schools. And also when they're on the lunch break or whatnot, maybe the brainiacs over here at the technical university can hit the playground as well. What do we have for persons here? Alright, so we're looking for Gary Township still. Really dependent on a lot of other districts for the death care. I want to build some death care in here with the service blocks. And if I do, where do I put it? I kind of want to put it out of the way. So over here looks good. And we'll start off. Actually using the right stuff. All right, so let's get good old death care going in here. Unfortunately, I think it's 5 hearses per. So let's get this down. Oh, was I building the roads with Anarchy on? Crap. Hate that. We did take that off. Alright. You know, we will only... Yeah, we'll only do this one. Only do this area. Oh, I thought that was cold storage. Oh boy. Alright, so maybe we'll do Gary and these two. And this one. I didn't put death care in here, did I? See, look at that, perfect timing. That's garbage, yeah. Got 10 vehicles, that'll be fine. Now, I just need to hide them. That's all. this with it being so close to there that. Yeah. It does not matter where these go, but I guess I'll carry over the purpose. Alright, well, we got death care sorted out now, too. Alright, so we got death care. Don't think we need to do any more health care. We got schools jacked up here, so start dropping some more housing. This all came in already. Okay, well, now it's time to just draw the houses in. I don't know, I really don't feel like having a lot of high rises in this build. I don't know why, just didn't feel like they were okay for this series. I mean, I do have some, but you know, not huge ones in this area. The large ones are all the way over here that I needed a bunch of employees for these fields. You know, for the amount of, as I say, these are all now understaffed, it looks like. I don't think that's a good thing. But yeah, so I built up a lot of row homes, a lot of you know, a handful of low rent housing, regular housing, and then mixed residential, mixed office, you know, which really stands out as far as the mixed residential, mixed office, and the low rent are the really tall. These are the tallest buildings in the whole series, so I don't have anything super crazy tall. You know, I figure this being Harvest Haven, where it's more industrial, farm driven, that you know, you really wouldn't have high rises in any of these surrounding towns, surrounding areas. Is this one being dispatched? Gathering. So I think maybe if we up the bus route on here, let's see what's parking looking like. Not a lot of parking. I say that as somebody pulls into park. All right, so 27. All right, so I don't know what we'll. Yeah, this is the problem I knew I was gonna have. Is all of the buses all gathering in one area. there a way to tell with the any type of reporting? Parking fees, 0. I'm just curious of how much money I could be making on that. Garbage fees, nothing. Alright. Is there a way for me to tell? Public transportation. Passengers. See, there is no way for me to tell, and maybe this is something I need to look into for making a mod. Get like a breakdown like this for the bus passengers, but based on each stop. You know, like some type of historical data like they have in this reporting, because right now I really can't tell. You know, like for this bus, you know, for this particular route, I have 3 buses, but you know, do I need more? Do I need less? And be able to look at the historical data, you know, just to see. I don't know. Oh, man. See, this is why I kind of want to have the buses all by themselves, and I should have built. I just should have had the parking start here. Just make this like the bus lane. I wonder if it's too late to do that. Or if I should have had the parking over on this side. And then just have the bus lane only here. Yeah, that's what I should have done. Do I get rid of these 2? Yeah, that's something I'll work off stream. I just know that these buses are just going to be sitting here with either nobody in them or a lot of people in them, so just let it go. All right, back to more housing so we can get these filled up, because I'd like to get all 530 people jobs over there. So where can I put more housing here? Do I want to do a route directly here to there? Yeah, you want to know what? Let me do a subway route. Alright, we did do this right way. Add in it's 20. It's wrong way. I think this is 20. 60. Alright, now I can throw one in from here to there. I figure this is where the bulk of the people will go. Work is here. What do we got? Area to Pearl. Alright, question is will I have any subways left? That's the question. And it's only going to give me one train. Or one subway. I don't think I have enough for two. But we'll see. Alright, get back to building some more housing. Alright, so what do we got? Alright, and we'll go ahead and add these in manually. This is what, down on. Can I throw a park in here somehow? Maybe. Yeah. Alright, anybody move in here yet? Yeah, they are. Right. Can't do anything. Alright. Go some more housing over here. I really don't want to put them along the main line, even though I probably could. Alright, here we'll do some housing here. Way too many houses to choose from. These are all level 1 houses, so like these are going to be growing right away. Might not be the safest area. Build some organically in here too. See, like, where is this person walking to and from? Going to work. Work at Leafy Greens. That's all the way on the other side of the map. Or please tell me they're going to get on a bus. No, this is Leafy Greens. That's the name of the company here. I'm missing it. Ah, Leafy Greens. Okay. I thought Leafy Greens was the one of the farms. Okay. You know. Might not have a bus going that way. Wanted to put in a park over here. Park. Oh, these are all going to be too large. Oh. I know I barely made a dent. I really need to do, oh, that's right. I did put an underground parking area over here as well because all of this parking was being used up. As you can tell. And really only the people that work here and live over here I'm seeing that use that parking. Okay. I need to get more people over here, but how? And do I build more? Not a lot of air pollution yet. Noise pollution though. All right, you wanna know what? Some industrial. Know if this is actually gonna work. I would like to try to do some clean stuff here. But for some reason I can't get any of it to come in, so we'll leave it at that and see if we get anything to throw in. Alright, parking is a little bit more. Can I put more over here? No, not really. Oh, yeah, and I have a medium density here as well. So not super large, but large enough. And I think I have some of the mixed residential for the management or office. So that's actually pretty big, 283 people versus 80. Not too bad. Yeah, I was kind of messing around with some of the surfaces down here because parking again is horrible. So that's why I'm allowing people to park on the streets here because there's just so many people here. And this one is having issues with not enough customers again. So I think I've oversaturated some of these areas, some of the specialty buildings. Let's start building out here. Or do I just call it at 3.5 hours? I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind adding more, but see, I would much rather have this many people taking buses instead of driving because of how janky the roads are. So I mean, and like I said, I don't want to build kind of on the main roads here, so it really doesn't leave me too much more. So you want to know what? I'm going to go ahead and call it here, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the short stream. As is usually one that I would do during the week. But hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Help if I'm on the right screen. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. If you like what you saw, hit that like button. If you guys really like what you saw, hit that subscribe button. I'm guessing maybe by the end of next year, I might hit 1,000 subs. I've kind of been plateaued, you know, between the 650 and 700 mark. That's on me for not streaming as often as I should. But yeah, I think I'm going to be streaming City Skylines for a while, and I'm looking for another Daisy server, kind of like what I'm looking to play. And if I don't find one, I'm just going to spin up my own Daisy server and start working on that. I have a lot of ideas, but it's one of these I have to take the time to do it. So we will see. But yeah, if you guys have any comments, I'm open to constructive criticism or just criticism in general, because I know I'm not perfect, but I'm really enjoying the way that this series is turning out. I've done a lot of things I don't normally do in the past 2 series. If you guys look at the other 2 series, you guys will see the difference between the first one and the third one here, and then between the second and third one. I don't want to stay constant between them, the series, and do the same thing over and over and over again. So I'm trying to come up with different ideas, trying out new mods, trying out different ways to be as efficient as possible, not lose as much money as I'm doing with this build. So the next build, I think it's going to be more back to reality, starting out with whatever money you're given and, you know, working your way up to the megalopolis. So, all right, guys, thanks for hanging out. If you like what you saw, hit the like button. If you really like what you saw, hit that subscribe button. And as always, stay safe and stay silly. Thanks for watching. Bye.